There's a type of person who never feels smart, not because they're not, but because their mind works against them. They second guess, they overanalyze, they sit in silence while everyone else seems certain. And quietly, they wonder if something is wrong with them. But psychology keeps pointing to the same uncomfortable truth. The people who doubt their intelligence the most are often the ones who have the most of it. Here are 7 signs that might be you. Sign 1. You question yourself constantly. Not just "did I say the wrong thing" kind of questioning. Deep questioning of your own beliefs, your own conclusions, your own certainty. Most people find this exhausting and stop. You can't. Here's why that matters. There's a well-documented pattern in psychology where the less someone knows about a subject, the more confident they feel about it. And the more they actually understand, the more uncertain they become. Doubt in this case isn't weakness, it's accuracy. Sign 2. Your brain won't let simple things stay simple. Someone says something offhand, a decision comes up, a conversation ends, and your mind is still there 3 hours later, turning it. It looks like overthinking. It feels like overthinking. But what's actually happening is your brain running through possibilities that other people never even open the door to. That's not a flaw in your wiring. That's the wiring doing extra work. Sign 3. You're curious about things that don't matter. Not just big philosophical questions, though probably those too, but the small, odd, overlooked things. Why does that system work the way it does? Why do people react like that in this specific situation? What's actually underneath this thing everyone takes for granted? Curiosity at that level isn't casual. It's a mind that refuses to accept the surface of things. Sign 4. Solitude doesn't drain you, it restores you. When other people need noise to feel comfortable, you need quiet to think clearly. Not because you're antisocial, but because when you're alone, something happens. Ideas connect, patterns surface, thoughts that couldn't finish themselves finally do. The silence isn't empty for you. It's where the real thinking happens. Sign 5. You notice things that were never pointed out to you. A shift in someone's tone, a tension in a room that no one's named, a detail in a story that doesn't quite fit. You weren't taught to look for these things. You just see them. That's pattern recognition working at a level most people don't operate at. Your brain is collecting data constantly, even when you don't realize it's happening. Sign 6. Being wrong doesn't threaten you. It interests you. When new information contradicts what you thought, your first instinct isn't to defend your position, it's to get curious about where your thinking went wrong. That sounds small. It isn't. Most people treat their beliefs like possessions. You treat yours like drafts, always open to revision. That's not indecision. That's intellectual honesty, and it's rare. Sign 7. You've always felt slightly out of frequency with the people around you. Not superior, not disconnected in a way you chose, just tuned differently. Small talk can feel like effort. Shallow conversations leave you tired. You find yourself more engaged by ideas than by most of what passes for social interaction. This can feel isolating, and sometimes it is, but it often comes from something real. A mind that's operating with more variables, more layers, more awareness of complexity than the average conversation has room for. Here's the thing about intelligence that almost no one talks about. It rarely feels like a gift from the inside. From the inside, it often feels like noise, like restlessness, like never quite being satisfied with easy answers. The people who seem the most confident, the most certain, the most effortlessly smart, they're often not the deepest thinkers. They've just made peace with knowing less. So, if you recognized yourself in any of this, maybe the question was never, "Am I smart enough?" Maybe the real question is, what do you do with a mind that never stops looking?